Start your day with information and have your say on the newspaper review on The Morning Crossfire.
Only on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
27 minutes gone past 6 o'clock. Good morning. It's Back to Work Tuesday, 4th May 2021. My name is Enoh, Ogbevire. We get into the papers at this time. We have the Punch. We start off with the Punch newspaper this Tuesday morning. You can join the conversation 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009 are the numbers to call when the lines are open. But in the Punch, new 111 lawmakers may cost taxpayers 1.2 billion naira monthly. Outrage as Benue herders murdered 19, bandits vow to kill 17 varsity students. By attacking me, current government courting God's wrath. Mbaka. Soldiers kill businessman in car at Owerri checkpoint, lie against victim. FG prepares 400 suspected Boko Haram sponsors. BDC operators charges. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009 are the numbers to call. Please put off the radio. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm calling from Nkoro. And I want to talk about the granting students that they should pay 100 million. Please, the state should pay the money to bring up our children, please. I'm bleeding inside my heart. The government of that state should pay the money. Or federal government, if they don't have the money, all the states should contribute and bring the children out. Thank you very much. God bless.
All right. Thank you for calling. The Kaduna State government has said they will not pay ransoms. We're Nigerian.
Good morning.
Good morning.
If the Kaduna State government said they will not pay ransom, they should be able to mobilize and do the putting pattern and see how, like I would just call it survival series. Go in there, smoke whatever you want to smoke. Those that will survive, and those that will die, will die. But for them to say they will not pay and they are not doing anything, it's not a good one at all. And PDP asking the federal government not to borrow money again. My little advice for them, tell your people who looted this money, because some of these projects that they are doing right now, you have already awarded it and they eat the money. So tell them to return the money so that the APC will stop borrowing money. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for calling. On Twitter, Alonobio Ekachi says PDP ready to help APC in addressing challenges of the nation. It's unfortunate that the reins of solution to the problems of this nation started falling on PDP immediately they left power. The only solution we saw in their days was we are on top of the situation. Okay. Oka Chris Obinichi, Tasie Wike, cousin to Governor Wike, spoke on behalf of contractors as management and principal officers of River State University visits a Che campus. Everywhere in River State, Wike is sharing contract with his family members. This is the height of nepotism. Firefighters in River State call for urgent government intervention in the service. I support the firefighters. I beg the government to provide more equipment. That's Jibrin Idris Janga. We're Nigerian Info. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Honorable Christian. I'm calling from Port Harcourt. Army killed a businessman in checkpoint and tagging him another thing. That is one thing we have been seeing in this country. It's not good. You see how Nigerian security that's supposed to save life are going around killing innocent people and branding them terrorists or whatever they will tag anybody. It's not good though. Let them remember what is going on. I have told them that it's because of the action that unknown gunmen are going around killing them. They don't want to learn. They don't want to learn.
All right, thank you for calling. We're Nigerian for Port Harcourt. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, distinguished Enoh. Ejiku promise from Rumodumaya. Doctors of Greenfield students saying they will kill this until the ransom is not paid.
The additional ransom, they had paid 50 million over the weekend.
Okay. Please, we are pleading with the federal government to please
pay up this ransom just for the sake of these students. Their life is very, very important. Enoh as well. I don't know how hardened this man is. He should just forget about whatever and pay this ransom as well.
All right, thank you for calling. On Facebook, we're live on Facebook. John Azubike says they're naming sponsors of Boko Haram, but who is sponsoring the herdsmen? This government is a scam and encouraging bandits. Very sad. Jedi Ikena Chuku says jobs are the only panacea to insecurity. If una like, pack army full everywhere. Stephen Igbikis, Greenfield student abductors ask for ransom or they will kill them. Wahala day this country. Oh, criminality is now a business in Nigeria. Everybody wants to do whatever they like. Well, the network knocked off your message. Apologies. Hunger is the reason for all this insecurity. A hungry man is an angry man. That's in BC Lazarus. We go back to the phone lines. Good morning.
Enoh, good morning.
Morning.
This is Alfred calling here in Port Harcourt. Madam, Benue continual killing is very look so funny. Do we have BSS after hearing all this killing in Benue to go and fish out those mysteries? I'm asking Sister Enoh.
Okay, let me leave that for my opponent to answer. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
The DC of River University promised to come to Enoh tomorrow to hand over the contract to the contractors. It's a welcome development. I know that the community project is being started, is ready to receive them, and they have set up the committee that will monitor their project as well, so that it will be studied by the bad ones. It's a welcome development. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for calling. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Yeah, solution for Rumolumini. Now, and I killed a victim in a checkpoint. See, yesterday when I was coming back from Monicha, I think maybe around where they killed that LCN commander. If you see hold up on that road, we spend up to 2 hours because of that road is a very good road. But Army just broke the road and punishing innocent people for crying out loud. That road is the only road you used to go to Onitsha, Lagos, connect the Benin. But why is Army people punishing innocent people for what has already happened? You understand? Look at an innocent man now that do not tell me anything and just died like that. Who is going to compensate that family? It's quite unfortunate. Solution on the line. Thank you.
All right, thank you for calling. Let's see. On WhatsApp, messages here, lots of them. Real problem of the whole thing are governors. Take, for instance, President approved and started paying minimum wage since 2019, but governors like Wike with very huge resources refuse paying. Look at how they're kicking against local government autonomy and are held bent on complying with executive orders signed by President on judicial and legislative autonomy. Is River State University VC hands over the construction of HA campus. This is highly commendable. HA people are lovers of good things, and all HA sons and daughters are in support of the project and shall give them the support they need. Patrick Amadi from Afara HA. From Ozuzu HA, we have Lawman Nadi saying that the reinstatement of full loyalty to the constitution by the military is a good one. The constitution is an embodiment of principles that regulate the citizens. We are fully loyal to the constitution for a better Nigeria. Williams is in Fuche community, says with the ever-increasing security palaver in this country, I think the time has come for us to deploy forensic science and technology method to unravel the mystery behind this dreaded monster. If you will agree with me, this would definitely go a long way to reducing the already tense security situation to its barest minimum. Where are we? Religious leaders shouldn't use the altar of God for politics. Reverend Father Mbaka is paying the price, so he should eat his cake and stop the media war with the government and focus on how to live the spiritual life of his church members. Mioka Monday sent that in from Ahoda. I expect the press to shut down whenever her freedom is infringed. The press is rather not united. We have seen in this country where tanker drivers have withdrawn services because of an injury to a member. Why can't the almighty press? Ferrabo Cliff is asking. Well, Ferrabo, I think it's the case of he who pays the piper dictates the tune. The press is paid by someone who owns the organization, so perhaps that is it. Rafael Ainda, it is beyond every reasonable doubt that the federal government is not sincere in the fight against terrorism. If not, why the constant negotiation and economic empowerment of the bandits? I cry for Nigeria soldiers. Chidi says, see how bandits are kidnapping our students and boldly demanding a ransom. It's very scary. Our security agents are helpless. The parents of those kidnapped students should try and pay the ransom in order to save the lives of the children. We're in trouble. So Chidi, you know, they found, I think, 3 dead. The first one was found very close to the school. I think they found 2 others. And perhaps that's why the situation is this way. Victor Kitoye Rufus, parents of the kidnapped students should not continue to pay ransom. They should work by delivering information to the security agents in order to help the security men release the students. You will be shocked that they're being contacted via phone. I mean, that's what it is. So why can't they trace them? Why is it so difficult, really? Leonard Farmer says, concerning Bill Gates and Melinda, I totally believe what caused their divorce didn't start today. I wonder why couples have to spend years of frustration all in the name of marriage. When you're a billionaire couple, millionaire farmer, it's a different kettle of fish. Trust me on that one. We're Nigerian info.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Alfred Cox. Calling from Enoh. Firefighters beg River State government to intensify on their salary and equip their gadgets. I think it's a welcome call because these people that are fighting, they are risking their lives. So I think it's so unfortunate that they come out to tell us that their hazard allowance is just 100 naira in this economy, that you cannot buy anything for 100 naira. A sachet of pure water, water now is 200 naira. Yet they receive hazard of 100 naira. It's so wicked of this government.
Thank you for calling. We're Nigerian info.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good luck on from the The National Party of PDP said they will work with federal government to stop insecurity. And I want to remind him that the problem we are having in this country, why all this insecurity is happening, is the governors of the state. The governors of the state have failed to promote economic development because the federal government has been trying to create empowerment for the citizens of the country. So governors to emulate Mr. President. Governors to emulate Mr. President. For example, the federal government has created Empower. The federal government has created a special works program, SPW. What have the state governors done? The state government has tried to implement minimum wage, while the federal government has already done it. So the governors of the federal state are following this country. They should put thinking cap.
All right, we're Nigerian. We have Comrade Godwin Accra saying that Army killed businessman at checkpoint and lie against him. This is what has been happening to innocent citizens in this country. Nobody's saying anything. How did we get here as a country? Bandits threatened to kill abducted students. The government should do everything within their power to rescue those children fast. All right, that's a God's time from Dashi Eche. Where are we? The lives of those abducted university students in Kaduna is very precious. Let the balance of 50 million. It's not the balance. It's a new ransom demand. They paid 50. Now they want 100 more. Well, Godi Mike says they should pay the balance. The inability of the federal government to provide security has led to these evil days. Reverend Baka should know that no priest or man can cajole God, and no man is God. Dishonesty or seeking contract through backdoor is not part of God's character as well. Emi Fiaga sent that in. King Alabo one from Iwofe. Governor Wike blames FG for insecurity of the country. I think Wike is just playing on the intelligence of Rivers people. He should focus on his promises to the people and secure our borders. Leave FG alone. There's no difference in APC and PDP. Alex Silva from Amagwa says, I believe that Nigeria is going to a point where kidnapping and demanding for ransom will be a thing of the past. What's the use of linking our NIN to our phone numbers? What's the use of linking BVN to phone numbers as well? Our security can't dictate their location using just the phone call. Are they using burner phones? That's also possible. Nigeria, we need to grow up and stop negotiating with terrorists. We're Nigerian for good morning.
Yeah, Mrs. Chicken, I'm calling from today. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. PDP asking president to stop borrowing. Let me tell you. The president under APC government has borrowed in 5 years more than what the previous government could not borrow in 16 years. When you ask about the looted fund, Have you asked about the recovered looted fund? What are they using with it? What are they doing with it? And what have they used it for? Is a question. Finally, the abductors of the Greenfield University giving warning today as a last day to bring 100 million naira. The Kaduna government said they will not pay. For me, they will pay because they have started paying before this time. Instead of providing security, they are busy paying their doctors, so they should go and pay. If one of the children are one of the excellencies or executives, wouldn't they have paid? They should go and pay and release the children.
All right. Thank you for calling. On the kidnap, why not pay the millions to foreign mercenaries as contracts to rescue the students? That's what someone sent in. We're Nigerian for. Good morning.
Hello, Enoh. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. My name is Ogbevire. I'm calling from Monibu.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to react on the demand made by the doctors of those school children. Yes, I will plead with the Kaduna government. 100 million naira is not worth the life of those children. Please, I am begging. They should make it as a sacrifice. This is something that involves life. 100 million naira cannot buy life. Honestly speaking, the parents of those children involved and the Kaduna government should liaise. They should come together. They should partner. I'm not sure that the lives of those children are safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling. But you know what happened? When they asked for the first 50 million, they paid, and they assured them that the students will be released, only for them to go back to say, well, now we want 100 million and 10 motorbikes. If you don't provide it by the end of today, then we're going to kill them. So do you even, I think that's why they say don't even negotiate, because once you start and they have the merchandise, then you're at a loss. You're not negotiating with the upper hand. We're Nigerian Football Market. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ike. I'm calling from Rupoko.
All right.
I think I will advise the federal government to pay that money, because if it is to go and borrow billions of naira, they will quickly go and borrow. So they should pay that money so that those students can be released, because they are the future of tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ike. We're Nigerian for. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Look, a man calling from HA.
All right.
Yeah, the state government and the University of UST handing over
River State University.
Yeah, sorry, River University handing over construction site to the contractor. For me, is a welcome development. I commend the governor for that, and I also urge him to please see what he can do on Chokocho to Okehi road. That road is no-go area. My people of Echie, they are suffering because of bad road on that area. And you could imagine that a chieftain of the PDP, Chief Imanyanwu, cannot access to his home anymore because of bad road. Governor, please do that road for Chief Imanyanwu. He's your friend.
All right. We're Nigerian for.
Good morning, my sister. Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, this is Comrade Akiri. They going to fight for the establishment of satellite campuses for the university. They welcome development. That's one thing that is worrying some persons on school of thought is the state of basic education in River State. You know, currently our primary and secondary schools are not staffed. They are lacking manpower, no teacher, even interest to run the schools, but according to some protesters of yesterday, are not there. And as such, we are calling on the state government to urgently attend to this issue. The basic education in River State is suffering. No teacher. The schools are empty. Nobody to teach the students, the pupils. It is a historic situation. Something is wrong. How can you kind of neglecting one sector for another? Please, we want the state government to do something urgently, because the basic education of River State, as it stands today, is at a state of comatose.
All right, thank you for calling. Swanu Prince Piawara says that these students have been kidnapped for this duration and our security agencies still have no intelligence to trace them or rescue them is most unfortunate. Even the decision of El Rufai against ransom payment is the preparation for their death. Sad. You know, Swanu, as I read this message, I recall that some people were taken from Bonny somewhere in Bonny about 7 months ago now. Yeah, it must be about 7 months ago. And they've not been found. Nobody has traced them. Nobody even knows, if they're still being held or they've been killed. I mean, the thought of it alone, and, many others that have happened across the country, it really does beg a question. Is there no intelligence to trace them or rescue them? We go to Facebook at this point. Let's see who is there. Victor Wokokara. Why the Nigeria security forces are not effective in the northern parts of Nigeria? Let the federal government deploy all military men in the Niger Delta region to rescue those remaining 17 abducted Greenfield students in Kaduna. Victor, I think I just asked a critical question. We have those who have been kidnapped here for over 7 months. Where are they? And they're not the only ones, by the way. Owele Chinedu Maduba, our country is drifting fast. We must leave politics aside and join hands as citizens to fight insecurity. These criminals live with citizens. They are known. They don't live in the air. If we don't nip this at this point, this country may not recover from the effect. We must take hold of this nation as ours. Golden goodness, poor governance, lack of employment brings about kidnapping, insecurity, and the rest. The youths are jobless. The federal government should think on what to do to create jobs for the youths. God will help our country as we hope things turn around. I know this is how kidnapping started many years ago, and some of us applauded, the kidnappers. We said it was okay. But here we are, and it's now a nationwide phenomenon. We're Nigerian folk. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Enoh.
Yeah, let's hear you.
Ogbevire calling from Romolo community. Additional 100 and something lawmakers, to me, is not necessary. Because the ones that are already there, I have not really seen the law that they are making. What we needed in this country, security. Let them take these lawmakers and join them to the security department. Let me see if they will be able to want to work. You will see all of them will run away. Because they don't have the interest of the nation at heart. It's where to go and loot and share the money. That's exactly what they want. I remain Ogaloke from Romolo.
All right, thank you for calling. Good morning. We're Nigerian folk.
Good morning, Madam Enoh.
Let's hear you, sir.
Yes, my name is David West, only from Yenagoa. Yeah, let me quickly agree with the public commentator, Mr. Charles, that as a matter of fact, the security of lives and property in River State does not squarely rest on the shoulders of the federal government. It is the responsibility of the state government, the governor who has sworn to protect the lives and property of the people, to do well to handle that issue. The governors will tell you we don't have the authority over the security. But they have authority over the security vote they collect unaccounted for. So the governor must sit up and clean his house. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. We're Nigerian folk. Good morning.
Good morning, Enigma. I've been from Abua. Bandits give Nigeria a day to pay 100 million. And I know that the 50 million was paid. And then when the 100 million is being paid, they will demand for 200 million. But what is paining me is that there are some areas in Nigeria that are not accessible. Lower Shaibu is somewhere giving back every year. Now, where did they collect this 50 million that they're demanding for this 100 again? Still in Nigeria. You see, I don't know, I can't understand this Nigeria state. I think that something should be done. We have Air Force, we have the military. Why is it that it is difficult to smoke these people away? I think that they should think of paying this 100 million because these ones are children.
Kelechi Lawrence, unable from Akpokweche, VC of RSU, urges contractor of Satellite Campus in Eche to work according to the design and time frame. It's a commendable one. The contractor should keep to his word. Yobana Moses from Alakaya, let the government give us jobs so the crime rate will surely reduce. When we have these kinds of conversations, I ask, a dog that has tasted blood, how do you take it back to eat vegetables? If I can take 17 people and get 50 million in a week or in 2 weeks, how many years would it take the government to pay me 50 million? That also is another issue we want to look at. Or if you're Christian, only if those saying paid to release the kidnapped students know the implications. Information of kidnappers of this type shouldn't be made public because it draws sympathy that complicates this situation. Let the money for the ransom be paid from the budget of the DSS, Nigeria Police Force, the military and other security agencies who are supposed to protect the students in the first place. Profidad has sent that in. The solution to banditry is here now. Give the ransom and motorbike with trackers installed in them. That's Brown. Since the government has refused to employ the aid of foreign security agencies, they should pay the 100 million naira. It's so annoying. Michael Amadi. The governor should pay the 100 million to the abductors immediately. Mbaka is a priest and also a Nigerian. There's nothing wrong if he seeks for federal government contracts. Money is in Aba. Give interim. The sanctity of human life is sacrosanct, and I implore the government to pay the ransom for the sake of the lives of those students. But are we sure those students are still alive? That's another question. We're Nigerian folk. Good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished Enoh. Temple, okay, I'm calling you from a chair. The adopters of Greenfield University. Enough for me, threatening to kill the student if the ransom is not being paid today. I expected the government to also give their own threat that they're going to release the children today, challenging them. Because for me, if we can borrow money to, construct a ghost project, why not borrow money to release these children? At least it's a lifetime investment. And also, firefighters in River State calling for urgent government intervention. I think it's a very good one. I am now urging the governor in no distance to, reciprocate this call. If not, also, pay him a courtesy visit. At least he has something to tell them. Maybe they will get whatever they are looking for when they are returning back.
All right. Uche Wanchku from Rumosi, the military restating its commitment and loyalty to the Constitution, Mr. President. And I'm beginning to think that the military is aiding and technically an accomplice in this security saga. How long will it take the military to step in? Is it until the whole country is wiped out completely before they will do something? I think it's time for the military to step in and correct some abnormalities in this country. Because to me, they have been loyal enough. On the kidnap of the students of Greenfield University and the failed struggle to rescue them, Enoh, late Detective Abacha once said any insurgents that last for more than 24 hours, there's the hand of the government in it. I believe it. Wonder should never end. Kidnapping and ransom in Nigeria has gone to next level. Government now pay ransom to start with. Why will the federal government pay ransom? We will know the truth with time. Kaji is in Rumola. Ordinary local government chairman Barrister Lisa introduced and halted insecurity in Onelga. Why won't Governor Wike stop blaming FG on security and do the worthwhile alongside paying minimum wage without delay? The campus projects in HA will be commissioned in 2031. That's what Kelvin Ukowa is saying as far as it's concerned. It says HA people only get projects during their campaigns. And it's as if HA people are in JS1 while Ikwe people are in SS1. Wike will one day leave office. Wike ask Fayoshe how market today. Godwin Ija, Governor Wike blames federal government. Is he not aware of the insecurity, the high level of insecurity in Andoni local government area? What is he doing about it? The people of Andoni now seek refuge in Kabori. Please, the governor should come to the people of Andoni, to the aid of the people of Andoni. The traditional rulers were there. They were there recently. Okay. Well, Emmanuel from Warfare Road, federal government knows what they're doing with the bandits and kidnappers in the north. They're intent in the fight against terrorism because the bandits have the backing of the FG from the start, but have outgrown the control of the FG. That's why they have not been tagged terrorists, but are being defended. I'm not even sure about this tag of bandits, whatever. You take people. When you take people, you're a criminal. You're a criminal. I don't know where the word. Okay, I think the federal government put out the word bandits. Moregie, good morning. Enoh, this present government from federal, state, and local level have failed woefully. Insecurity is as it was since 2015. We take a final one from Facebook this morning. From Gukana, Bema Emmanuel, please let the government pay the money to release the school children. Incompetence is a perfect description of the government of the day. What medium did they use to request for the ransom, and how was the first ransom paid in the first place? I mean, in the developed country, I'm sure they would have been tracked. Felix Eshet sent that in. Okay, so that's a wrap this morning. We would look at the firefighters issue in the 8 o'clock hour. A lot of us don't realize the importance of the work they do. We'll bring that to the fore there. Or maybe we should look at the PDP making a U-turn. We're Nigerian Info. Please stay tuned.